were like me when you first seen the trailer to this movie, you thought one or two things. You thought this movie was going to be a good movie, or you thought this was going to be a great movie. No need to worry. It's the latter. Mudbound, directed by D. Rees, it's based off a novel by Hilary Jordan. The movie is about two men, one white man and one black man, who participate in the American military efforts to liberate Europe, and how they come back home to Mississippi and they deal with the issues the country still had at the time amongst black and white. Also dealing with PTSD they had sustained at being at war. These two men I speak of, Garrett Hadlock and Jason Mitchell. Jason Mitchell went from playing Eazy to this great job. And when I say great job to Jason Mitchell, I also have to say great job to the entire cast, because everyone was great in this movie. There's no weak link amongst any of the characters. Everyone did a great job. Mary J. Blige, you couldn't even recognize her. She was great. So I have to say great job to everyone. Starting out, I must admit, the very first few minutes of this movie, I was very, very nervous. Because the simple fact, when this movie starts going, the very first scenes, this movie has multiple characters with multiple voiceovers. You think, did this movie get enough time to tell its story? Are we going to get enough time to see this movie tell the story that this movie is trying to tell? And then a few more scenes go by and a few more minutes go by and we get more characters added in our movie and we get more voiceovers added in our movie. And at that point I was like, what the hell is going on? This movie is going to be a bust for me. But at the end, this movie was very good. This movie did hold its own. I will say, if you go into this movie thinking this is going to be a war movie, this is going to be a battle movie, there's going to be tons of battle scenes, this movie might not be for you. And I think that's what hurts this movie for me, just a little bit. For me personally, I think that does hurt this movie for me. Whenever we get to see that and we get to see the hell our characters are put in through, but it's very, very small portions. But I feel as a viewer, I was not immersed enough in the hell that our characters were put in for me to feel what our characters are feeling. The small portions that I'm speaking about are the times that our two characters become very, very damaged mentally with what they see. We have here a 2-hour movie, and this movie is split down to the minutes of two 1-hour movies. We have the first hour, where the first hour is the families, the Mississippi, the farm, the buildup. And then we have the second hour, where the second hour is returning home, life after war, dealing with PTSD, dealing with black and white relationships in Mississippi at the time after World War II. The movie does have a non-linear story, so I can't say too much because you will be able to put the dots together and actually find out what's going to happen in this movie. This is a great story. It's still relevant today. I needed to be dragged through the hell that our characters were put in a little bit more. You know, I'm a person, I want to feel what my characters are feeling, for good or for worse. It's a great movie, guys. I will say I felt like some characters did not need voiceovers. We did not need to know their past to actually get the overall story put out there and put together. We did not need that. But I will say, nonetheless, Mudbound is a great movie. I enjoyed it. I will have to say that Mudbound is an 85 out of 100. Guys, if you've seen Mudbound, please get in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. And if you have not seen it, go ahead and check it out. Great movie, 85 out of 100. Till the next time, guys, I'm out.